here is Monica Samples with Mary Kay Cosmetics. She joined Toastmasters just a few weeks ago because her goal is to be a great communicator. She has been a beauty consultant with Mary Kay for 2 years. She just celebrated her 20th wedding anniversary with her fabulous husband, Michael. My husband's name is Michael also.
Same one.
She is the mother of 2 and the grandmother of 1. She has a dog and a cat and recently became an empty nester, a role which she is really enjoying right now. She is grateful each and every day that she is alive. One of her favorite scriptures is, "For this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad for it." She lives each day to serve him and is looking forward to seeing how Toastmasters can help her do that even more. Today, Monica will be giving her icebreaker speech entitled, "Thanks for Listening." Monica.
Thank you so much for that introduction. That was wonderful. Good morning, Toastmasters.
Good morning.
And, Madam Toastmaster, we all have a story to tell, a story that shapes our life, that makes us who we are today. And the hardest part for me was deciding which parts of that story that make me who I am to share today. To narrow it down, I call it the year of Jubilee. I'm in the decade of Jubilee. Sounds so much better than 50, right? To narrow down, 50 plus years into a 4 to 6 minute speech and to share with you and give you a snapshot of who I am and what brought me to this place. I guess where we start, when anyone asks me about myself, the first place I go is family. And I found out in going into Mary Kay and learning about personality types that is actually part of my personality type, is that I tell you about my family first. And so I'll start there. I was born and raised in Orange, California, which is just a stone's throw from here, not far. My mother and father were from Colorado and had moved here. My father was in the Marine Corps for 22 years and retired the year I was born, so we stayed. I lived in the same house my entire life, growing up till I was about 17. I am the youngest of 4, and from what I understand, I'm a surprise. I have 2 brothers and a sister, and my sister lives just in Irvine, close by. She and I actually are the surviving members of my family. That the rest have gone to heaven and are there waiting for us. So that's part of what I think has shaped me to be who I am today. I am so absolutely grateful and so blessed for each and every day. The last place in the world I would have expected to become and to be is here at Toastmasters, and a businesswoman, and a woman in the beauty industry of all things. I was a tomboy growing up. My 2 brothers were 4 and 5 years older than me, and so it was a survival mode is pretty much what I was in. Because it was exciting, to say the least. And I had always done men's jobs. When I was 17, I turned an old school bus into a motorhome, had a 427 Cobra Jet 5-speed International, stuck my car in the back, and moved up to Washington State. Lived in my bus for about a year, and was in a town called Bellingham, which is about 8 miles from the Canada border, and it's Western Washington University is there, so that non-skilled labor jobs went to the college students. So I ended up hitchhiking down to Seattle and getting a job in Alaska. That's where they do the hiring for Dutch Harbor. There's a show out now called The Deadliest Catch, which is filmed from Dutch Harbor. I worked in the fishing industry in a cannery for about 2.5, 3 years. Interesting. place to be. That is where people that are running from the law tend to go. I have stories, but I don't have time in my 46 minutes to tell any of it. Came home and met my husband, precious man, and I stand here before you, a transformed woman. My husband and I met 24 years ago, and we're married, like I said, 20 years ago. And in that time, I was fortunate enough to find my way to a different lifestyle. When we first met, it was, it's funny because I was trying to decide what I was going to share and what I wasn't going to share, but you guys, one of my strengths is that I'm transparent, and one of my weaknesses is that I'm transparent. So I have 21 years clean and sober as of August 18th. So that is part of why I say standing before you as a businesswoman and a woman in the beauty industry is not where I expected to be. I don't think anybody would have predicted that this would be where I would be. I am as I said in my introduction, that was so nicely said for me, I am the mother of two, the grandmother of one. I am so blessed and so happy to be where I am and who I am today. My goal in life, which would in my business, which probably wouldn't surprise you, would be to help my husband retire, who has been with the water industry for 30 years. And his body is tired and he deserves a break. So I would love to, on my way to the goal of helping him to retire, actually earn a pink Cadillac. I think that's pretty good, isn't it? So thank you all so much for listening, and thank you all so much for being here.